Hello, this
call
is
is being
Andrea.
recorded.
Hi, this is Michael calling. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hello? Fantastic. Hi, I work with Jonas.
Jonas.
Jonas,
Did I know
we
that
have
name?
a call. Oh, yeah, yes. So we have a call scheduled for today.
Oh, you're calling about Caveat?
The one in Jacksonville, right?
No, in Fairburn, Georgia.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I just recently finished a phone call with one in Jacksonville we're looking at. Fortunately, it wasn't affected by the hurricane, so we're probably going to be maybe making an offer on that one. How's that area, by the way? It wasn't affected by Milton or Helene, was it?
It was affected by Helene, but not Milton. Maybe South Georgia was affected by Milton.
Gotcha. Well, you guys weren't affected too badly, though.
Just a lot of flooding and trees down, so those type of issues.
Gotcha. I'm actually, I'm the purchasing manager, so Jonas is on the purchasing team, and
Okay.
I'm here to answer all the questions, address any major concerns, and in the end, I'll let you know what we can do to go ahead and get it to agreement and get the process started. It looks like a very nice house Jonas showed me, a nice area. It's got exactly what we're looking for, the minimum 3.2, and with the long-term rental and everything else. I know there's HOA on it as well. That Jonas put down. Are there any restrictions that the HOA has for the rentals?
I don't think that there are any rental restrictions.
Gotcha. Were you able to? Do you have a copy of the bylaws?
No, but I can get that from the homeowners.
Perfect, because we'll definitely need that, because we always got to make sure we go through the bylaws, because our investors always want to know if there are any rental restrictions on the properties that we're buying.
As far as, so you all are trying to assume the mortgage, is that what it is?
So great question. You're starting off with questions for me. I love it. When you're assuming a mortgage, the only two mortgages you can assume are FHA and VA loans. Now, the only way you can actually do a loan assumption is if you own or occupy those properties and you qualify through that lender. What we do is we don't assume the loan because legally we cannot assume the loan because we're investors, so we're not going to be occupying these properties. The next best option for us is to do what's called a subject-to transaction, and it's actually on a settlement statement. If you ever look at a settlement statement, it's on line 206. It says subject to existing mortgage. And what we do is very simple. We just take over the existing mortgage payments. We set everything up through a third-party servicing company that makes payments on behalf of us. So your seller is notified each and every single month a payment is made. And another question that I get from a lot of realtors and sellers, well, like, hey, Michael, well, what if we want to buy a house like 12 months from now, or maybe 2 years from now, or, just want to maybe qualify for a new home? Will this affect our new purchase? And the answer is no. And the reason the answer is no is because not only will we have the title transferred over into our names, we're going to be legally the actual owners of the property. But since we're going to be using a third-party servicing company, like Chase does and Bank of America and Wells Fargo, they don't collect their own payments. They use a third party to do so. That's why you always see letters coming in the mail saying, your mortgage has been sold to this and this company. This is your new servicer. So that's exactly what we do. We use a third-party servicing company that's going to send in the payments to their current mortgage lender. And then they're going to have a history of payments being made by a third party, right? So whenever they go and try to obtain a new loan, it's just literally they're going to have access to the account, and they're going to be able to request a history of 12 months or 24 months, whatever they need, and a servicing company will be able to send it out to them. And then whatever house they're going to be looking to buy, the mortgage lender will no longer count that against their debt, because not only are they not paying the debt, the title is no longer in their name.
I know that they're looking to simply sell the house. They're not really looking for this type of arrangement. They just want to sell the house and move on. Even if it were something that they wanted to do, what would be the benefit to them? Would you pay them what they would get if they sold the house?
Great question. So we're never option A, right? If you guys are able to sell this house traditionally, by all means, please do. I'm never your option A. I'm the option B. I'm the option B where the seller is motivated to sell. They want to sell the property for whatever reason. Maybe there's some sort of circumstance going on in the background that we're not aware of, and they just want to get rid of the property. So we're option B, right? Our company, the way we acquired our portfolio and we keep acquiring properties is through creative finance. So we either take over existing mortgages. If there is a lot of equity, we take over the mortgage and we also seller finance the remainder. Or if somebody has a paid off property, then we just go ahead and seller finance the entire amount and give them a down payment as well. But we're never option A. So, a lot of times we're not the right fit for the seller, which we completely understand. But if the seller is wanting to sell, I can tell you this: we don't have any sort of underwriting requirements like lenders do, where they go in and they ask for all these documents from buyers and such. We don't require an appraisal. We'll do max 1 or 2 inspections. We use a very prominent attorney in Georgia called a Gervy, and we also will close under 30 days, and we also pay you as well.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think that they've gotten to the point where they are open to this type of arrangement at this point. It just went back on the market. It was under contract for a time, but the buyers couldn't sell their property, so that's the only reason it's back on the market.
So that's exactly what we're seeing a lot, is that not only is our contracts falling through last minute, there's a lot of contingencies involved, such as you mentioned right now, the buyers couldn't sell their property, right? So they couldn't buy this property, so that was a contingency. And you're gonna start seeing that more and more and more right now. And we're seeing that way more than we were ever before. Even though the rates went down a little bit, it's still a huge fallout of contracts, lots of contingencies. People not getting approved or getting pre-approved, and all of a sudden, something comes up last minute and there's a contract cancellation because the loan officer didn't do their job correctly. So, that's something that we're seeing a lot lately. Now, besides them besides them selling their home, what's their motivation behind the sale?
It was in pre-foreclosure, but they've since rectified that. I think it's just time to move on. It's too much for them now.
Okay, so they were in pre-foreclosure. Did they reinstate the loan? Did they reinstate it, or did they do a loan modification?
It was a modification.
Okay, got it. Okay. So with this loan modification, when they were in pre-foreclosure, are they still in the same circumstance as they were when they were in pre-foreclosure, or are they in a better situation right now?
They're in a better situation right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry?
I was going to say, are they planning on purchasing a property right away? Well, actually, they can't. They're in pre-foreclosure, so their credit's shot. So the other thing that I want to tell you is this: because we're taking over this mortgage subject to, and we are going to be making the payments on time, we're going to be actually rebuilding their credit as well, because a mortgage debt is considered a good debt on your credit report, and it builds up your credit out of any other trade line.
Yeah, it's a unique situation, but this is, I don't know, this doesn't seem like it would fit for them. So I don't know. Maybe if we're still in this predicament in a month, that may be something that they will consider. But right now, I just don't think it's a good fit for them.
Gotcha. Yeah, I completely understand. I can't promise you we're going to be interested in a month, because we do purchase houses all the time, and we only have a certain amount of homes that we buy in each state. But if you want to run it by them, and just let them know, we recently closed a property in Atlanta, Georgia, about 3 weeks ago. It went through flawlessly. Seller was very happy. They had a property that they were Airbnb-ing, and they were just tired of it, And so we ended up just buying it from them, giving them some cash at closing, just like we're giving here to your sellers. and they happily walked away from the burden. I mean, at that point, it was a burden for them. So if you guys don't want to give this one more shot on listing it, fantastic, you know. But my question to you is, if you have to drop the price again, are your sellers going to have to come up with money at closing?
No, I haven't had to drop the price, and they won't have to come up with money at closing. So
Got it. Okay,
they're fine.
Good. Okay, perfect. Okay, I just want to make sure. That's all, because I've seen that before happen. So where somebody had to drop off the price, and then the seller had to bring money to closing. So let's do this. Well, first of all, it was very nice meeting you. I do want to, if this deal doesn't work out, that's perfectly fine. But you're probably going to have more deals that are going to fit our buy box. We're not a one-trick pony, so we do other things as well. We'll buy cash deals as well, because we do fix and flips. So if you have anything off market or even on market that you're the listing agent on, that could be a good flip. We'd be very interested. And if you have any sort of land that you have off market as well, we'd be very interested in that too. And we have a division of our company where we purchase mobile home parks, multi-units, and RV parks. That's a separate division that we have. So if you ever run across that, we also purchase those as well. So I don't know if you can come. And if you have somebody like a colleague or in your office that has something that could fit our buy box, and you refer it to us, we're more than happy to pay you a referral fee as well.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate it.
I appreciate you. So let me do this. Would you like to talk to your seller today about our conversation and let them know how it went? And I can have Jonas maybe reach out to you tomorrow in the evening, and you can let him know what the decision was.
Okay.
Would that work for you?
Yeah, that works. I pretty much know where they stand on that, but I'm going to talk to them about the conversation either way.
Yeah, talk to them, if they have any other questions or if they feel like hopping on a conference call even with me, I'd be more than happy and delighted to do so. We could just work out a time. A lot of times, sellers have questions in the back of their minds that they're afraid of asking, and those conference calls make those questions come to fruition. So if you have a conversation with them and they're like, you know what, I would like to speak with this person, we have some more questions, always know that I'm always open to go ahead and schedule something for everybody.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. You have a wonderful day.
Okay. You too. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.